Hi everyone and welcome back. Let's talk about Nest.js Scoop. Now, what is this topic, right? So in Nest.js, we have all these services, lots of services we are creating, and it's well known fact that all these services are singleton. That means when you create a user service, task service, all these are singleton. एक बार इनका इंस्टेंस दे क्रिएट देयर ऑब्जेक्ट वंस, एक बार इंस्टेंशिएट होते हैं, उसके बाद में Nest.js container itself manage only single copy. उसके सिंगल कॉपी को आई मीन इफ यू वांट दैट इंस्टेंस यू कैन गेट इट, बट इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू क्रिएट अ न्यू ऑब्जेक्ट. इट्स सेम एज सिंगलटन डिजाइन पैटर्न. अगर आपने पढ़ा हो कि इफ यू क्रिएट अ क्लास देन इट ऑलवेज मैनेजेस अ सिंगल इंस्टेंस एंड सेम इंस्टेंस ही शेयर्ड होता है अक्रॉस द होल एप्लीकेशन. Most of the services, if you are not defining the scope of the Nest.js services, are singleton by nature. That means you are writing the task service, user service. They are singleton by nature. Only single instance will be managed in memory and they will be shared across the application. But what if I'm just using lots of services that are not even being used and will be sitting in service, sitting just in memory? So that's called an SJS scope. You can decide the scope of the service. Either it is a request, transient, or singleton by default. So let's take a look onto that. That's an important topic. So how we are doing a dependency injection? We simply do is task service. We are doing constructor injection, or जो भी basic services है, they are injected with the injectable annotation that makes that service injectable in controller, in other service, or you can export this from one module, can use it in the user module. This is how simple services works. Now, what we are going to do is let's try to understand their scope. Like, what is the scope of the service? I mean, do we need to really maintain the scope of the service inside a memory always, like the singleton, where the instance will always be there? So there are two things: custom provider and injection scope. We are doing dependency injection, but also that comes with the injection scope. It can be request, transient, or singleton. And you can also create a custom provider. अभी हम क्या करते हैं, एक सर्विस बनाया, we put a injectable annotation that become dependency injectable service. अब इसको आप कंट्रोलर में डालो और सर्विस में कंस्ट्रक्टर में इंजेक्शन करो. But that's not the only way to do the dependency injection or to declare a service as a provider. आप custom provider भी यूज कर सकते हो उसके लिए, उस पर बात करते हैं. So first of all, let's talk about injection scope. What are the different dependency injection scope we have? So we are writing these things and there are three different type of injection scope we are going to talk about. So I will just look into the documentation to make it more clear. This is how we do dependency injection. These are the scope, right? So there is something called request scope also, which will be there till the request response cycle. And there is a scope, application scope. When the application is instantiated, Nest.js services will be there until your service shuts down. So transient, request, and singleton default scope. Let's try to understand more about it. An interesting thing is even controller also has a scope. That's interesting, right? So service has a singleton scope by default. आप सर्विस को एक सर्विस को दूसरी सर्विस में इंजेक्ट करो या सर्विस को कंट्रोलर में इंजेक्ट करो, they are like a singleton, right? That means only single instance will be there, no matter how many times you are injecting that service into any another service. That will live till the application is live. When the application is dead, the service instance will be gone from the memory. So there are other scope also. Create the instance of service in a request response scope. When the request comes, then only create the instance. Or there is a transient. So these are three different provider scope: default, request, and transient. I mean, if we read them, then we will get a more clear understanding कि क्या क्या है. A single instance of provider is shared across the entire application. Full stop. Request. A new instance of provider is created exclusively for every incoming request. अब मैंने इट के HTTP get. There is some service which I'm using with a request scope. तो उस सर्विस का इंस्टेंस ऑन द फ्लाई बनेगा. एंड द इंस्टेंस इज गार्बेज कलेक्टेड एज सुन एज आपकी एप्लीकेशन का API का रिटर्न होता है रेस्पॉन्स, वो गार्बेज कलेक्शन में चला जाता है. तो इस तरह से रिक्वेस्ट होता है. डिफॉल्ट में तो सिंगल इंस्टेंस मैनेज होगा. ट्रांजिएंट प्रोवाइडर आर नॉट शेयर्ड अक्रॉस कंज्यूमर. ट्रांजिएंट प्रोवाइडर is like they will always create a dedicated instance every time you send a request, every time they are being used. अब एक सिंपल ट्रांजिएंट सर्विस है, लॉगर सर्विस है। अब आप लॉगर सर्विस को किसी दूसरी सर्विस में यूज़ करो, कंट्रोलर में यूज़ करो, एवरी टाइम दे विल क्रिएट देयर इंडिविजुअल इंस्टेंस फॉर एवरी वन हु इज़ ट्राइंग टू एक्सेस इट। तो ये ट्रांजिएंट हो गया। ट्रांजिएंट में एक्चुअली मल्टीपल इंस्टेंस बन गए। एक लॉगर सर्विस के लॉगर बीइंग यूज्ड इन अ टास्क सर्विस, यूजर सर्विस, कंट्रोलर, हर जगह लॉगर सर्विस का एक एक इंस्टेंस बन गया। तो दैट इज अ ट्रांजिएंट। एंड ट्रांजिएंट इज नॉट दैट परफॉर्मेंस ऑप्टिमाइज्ड। अगर आप इसको यूज करते हो तो वी आर फाइन विद द डिफॉल्ट। इफ यू डोंट वांट टू प्ले मच, इफ यू वांट टू प्ले सेफ, देन यू कैन यूज द रिक्वेस्ट एट द एंड। ठीक है, सो दीज आर द थ्री डिफरेंट इंस्टेंस वी आर डूइंग request. Now let's talk about these things. This is how we declare the scope for even controller path product scope request. I mean, I remember that controller is also a class, right? So Nest.js internally creates the object of the controller also. But if you put this on top of the controller path product scope request, तो ये भी इसका scope भी available है till you are sending the request. Once the request is gone, controller will also go for garbage collection. Interesting, right? Let's not talk much about controller scope, because scope exists only for services. Here we can just do the transient scope, request scope, or by default, which is singleton scope. If you're not defining it, that is singleton. So default, request, and singleton. Module, I mean, there is no such thing about the module scope. But we will talk about the services, how they are defined in the scope and how many instances will be created. So let's say task service is there. There is a user service, and user service is trying to access the task service. Task service might be using, I think, the default singleton scope. The task service, once the instance is created for task service, which is being used in the user service or maybe in another service, it is going to use the same instance in both the service. It's not going to create, okay, टास्क सर्विस का इंस्टेंस 1 गया यूजर सर्विस में, टास्क सर्विस का इंस्टेंस 2 गया अनदर सर्विस में. नॉट लाइक दिस. They will always maintain their own single instance. This is all singleton. All are singleton in their scope. अब next example आता है request scope. अब request will come from the controller, right? One is a get task, one is the create task, update task, delete task. अब task controller is using task service at the end, right? So let's say if there is a task service is request scope. हमें कभी बनाना नहीं है task service को request scope, because let's say my application is getting it thousands of the requests and there are lots of methods inside this controller. No point of making and task service request scope, because instance बनेगा, instance die होगा. No point of doing that. We can manage a single instance that will always be there, right? So यहाँ instance 2 बनेगा. तो get task के लिए task service ने अपना एक instance भेजा, create task के लिए भी task service ने अपना instance भेजा. That is a request scope, and obviously it's not good, right? But you can use it. That's on your purpose. If you want to make this garbage collected, then put a request scope for this. Okay. Now then there is another thing we will talk about, the transient scope. Now there is a transient scope. So let's say there is a logger service. Logger service is being used in the controller, in the service, and any other service. So task service, let's say, injected inside a controller also for some purpose. Then it is injected in the service also. So let's say if the request comes for create task, get task, update task, it will give one instance to the controller using dependency injection. It will give one instance to your service using dependency injection, right? So every time it will create the new instance for all these things. That is transient. Obviously, it is more costly than the default instance, or more costly than singleton. So this is all about scope. In the next video, we'll talk about custom providers.